My beloved child, I invite you to pause in this sacred moment and open your heart to my voice, for I am the one who knows you more deeply than anyone else, the one who formed you with infinite care and holds you in everlasting affection, and I yearn to pour my love into every secret chamber of your soul. Even when shadows lengthen and you feel unsteady, I stand by your side, wrapping you in the gentle reassurance that you are not walking this path alone. For my presence remains constant, and my faithfulness endures far beyond what your eyes can see or your mind can imagine. Do not be discouraged when burdens seem heavy, for I am the strength you need, the refuge for your weary spirit, and the lifter of your head. My promise is simple: trust in me, for my love never fails, and my kindness never runs dry, and I hold your future in hands that are eternally gracious. Even in your confusion or your doubts, remember this: I remain steadfast, guiding you forward, leading you ever deeper into my peace, and reminding you that no valley is too dark for my light to penetrate. Take courage now, for hope awaits on the horizon, and I whisper over your life that you are cherished beyond measure, created for a purpose, and destined for a future filled with my goodness. I see your heart, precious child, and I know every dream that stirs quietly within you, the silent yearnings you guard, and the fragile hopes you cradle with trembling hands, unsure if they will ever blossom into reality. Yet, I encourage you to place your trust in me, for I have woven your life into a tapestry of meaning and promise, a remarkable design that shines in ways you might not yet comprehend. Do not dismiss your worth, for you are my treasure, and I have breathed my spirit into you, igniting a glow that radiates from your innermost being. Even if circumstances seem bleak or the wind of adversity howls, you remain precious, and I vow to shield you under the shadow of my wings. I delight in you every time you turn your face toward me, calling upon my name with genuine longing, because that is the moment our bond deepens, and I show you anew how beloved you truly are. Allow my words to settle deep into your soul, calming every anxious thought and dispelling every fear, for I have formed you with the greatest care, shaping you for a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and anchored in love. Even in the chaos of a world that often forgets its creator and forsakes the path of peace, I hold you close and promise you my guiding hand. Resist the temptation to be overwhelmed by your frailty, for in your weakness, my strength is revealed, and I will display my power in ways that transcend human understanding. Embrace the truth that I have carved your name upon the palms of my hands, indicating my unwavering commitment to you, and I will watch over you diligently, preserving your steps and anointing you with my mercy. Remember that when everything around you changes, my devotion remains unchanged, and my purpose for you stands firm. Let me draw you into a safer place, a sanctuary of trust and solace, where the clamor of your worries fades in the presence of my steadfast assurance, and your heart finds reason to rejoice once again. You might feel that life's battles are relentless, or that disappointments pile upon your shoulders like heavy stones. But even so, I urge you to lift your eyes heavenward, where hope and deliverance flow from the throne of grace. Do not doubt that my hands are extended toward you, ready to break every chain of despair that seeks to wrap around your heart, and eager to set you free to dance with the joy of knowing that your life is under my care. Have confidence that I will be your steady pillar, your unmovable fortress, giving you reason to sing praises even in the darkest nights, where faith is tested and love is refined. Yes, I have prepared a table for you in the wilderness, offering the nourishment of my presence, so that you need never hunger for the fleeting assurances of the world. Stand firm in the knowledge that I will never abandon you, for my grace is not fickle or conditional, and I am the rock upon which you can build your life without fearing collapse. In the midst of turmoil, let your heart recall that I speak softly into the whirlwind, calming the tempest and ushering in the sweet relief of quiet confidence. Do not keep me at a distance. Instead, invite me into every corner of your existence, for I cherish walking with you through the mundane, the extraordinary, the sorrowful, and the triumphant. Know that you are continuously enveloped in my never-ending love, a love that sees all your imperfections yet embraces you fully, a love that corrects yet never condemns, a love that lifts you up when discouragement looms like a shadow. Rest on this promise. I am your shepherd, and I will lead you beside still waters where your soul finds refreshing, and I will restore the vigor of your spirit so you can stand again with radiant hope. I understand that you yearn for clarity amid confusion, and my spirit is ready to breathe wisdom into your decisions, ensuring that you walk a path aligned with my divine purposes. Realize that I have placed within you seeds of possibility, gifts that reflect my creative nature, waiting to grow and bless the world around you. Cultivate these gifts by welcoming my voice daily and surrendering your will to mine, trusting that I see the bigger picture far more expansively than you can. My child, cast aside your insecurities, knowing that you do not walk alone, but that I accompany you every step, removing stumbling blocks and ushering in bright horizons. Whenever you feel lost, seek me, and I promise I will guide you, for I am the lamp unto your feet, shining through the darkness to illuminate the way forward. Hear my heart for you. I recognize your fatigue, and I see when doubt gnaws at your spirit, telling you that maybe your prayers have fallen on barren ground. Do not succumb to that lie, for I gather every tear, and I treasure every sincere plea that crosses your lips, weaving them together into a testament of your faith, which is far more precious to me than gold. When you feel battered by the storms of life, imagine my arms encircling you, shielding you from the fiercest gusts, and gently speaking peace to your raging fears. Though sorrow may endure for a night, I promise that joy will come in the morning, and you will behold the brilliance of my favor as a new dawn breaks over your life. In that moment, remember how deeply cherished you are, for my love has no end, and my devotion remains your anchor through all generations. Do not fear the challenges that lie ahead, for I am mightier than any threat or opposition, and I hold your destiny in my caring hands. There is nothing hidden from my sight, and no scheme of the adversary can thwart the plans I have laid out for you. When you confront steep hills and winding roads, trust that I am already standing at the summit, beckoning you onward, reminding you that with me, no obstacle is insurmountable. Cast your worry upon me, and let my peace flood your mind, so that despair cannot take root in your soul. I have triumphed over darkness, and in my victory, you find the strength to keep pressing forward, armed with the knowledge that my presence is enough to bring you through every valley, every desert, and every tearful night. Listen to my encouragement now. You have tremendous worth in my eyes, fashioned uniquely to reflect a portion of my glory in the world. I see your efforts, your devotion, and your longing to do what is right, even when you feel you have failed. Allow me to remind you that your mistakes do not define you, for I am the one who calls you by name and washes you clean, granting you a future unbound by shame. Let your hope revive, understanding that every day is an opportunity to draw nearer to my heart, to discover the vastness of my goodness, and to bask in the warmth of my unconditional love. Stand in awe of this unbreakable bond we share, for I will hold you close, whispering words of promise that bring healing to your wounded places and shining a light on the path that leads you to a life of abundant fulfillment. I encourage you to cast off the weight of regrets, for you cannot change the past, but you can allow me to redeem it, transforming your story into a testament of my grace. Resist the temptation to dwell on missed opportunities or broken relationships, for I specialize in restoration. knitting together what was once torn and mending what was once fractured beyond repair. Take my hand and place your anxieties in my capable arms, for I am bigger than any mountain that looms before you, and I speak to those mountains with authority. Believe that I am orchestrating a masterpiece in your life, even when you see only scattered pieces, and trust that I will weave your hurts, your joys, and every in-between moment into a tapestry that reflects my redemptive power. Let this hope be your song, carrying you into tomorrow with renewed enthusiasm. You may wonder if I notice your silent tears and your private confusion, and the resounding truth is that I do, for nothing escapes my watchful gaze. I never slumber. I never grow weary of caring for you. When life seems unfair or the burden of despair creeps in, run to me without hesitation, for I will not turn you away or belittle your struggles. I will welcome you into my embrace, offering comfort and imparting wisdom on how to navigate the labyrinth of trials. Every test, every heartbreak, and every longing is known to me, and I intend to use it all for your ultimate good. Though the future may appear uncertain, and though your heart might quake with apprehension, remember that my promises stand firm across time. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Therefore, step forward with courageous faith, beloved child, for I delight in your obedience, and I find pleasure in the trust you place in my words. Do not underestimate the impact of your choice to believe, even when the world around you scoffs or tries to pull you into doubt. Let your heart rest in the knowledge that my word never returns void, and every truth I speak takes root in due season. Come to me in humble prayer, for prayer is the open door through which my grace and strength flow abundantly into your life, enabling you to stand firm amid the fiercest storms. These storms are not meant to break you, but rather to reveal the depth of my presence and to cultivate in you a strength that is forged only in trials. I hear your whispered longings and the unspoken prayers you dare not voice, and I want you to know I care deeply about them. Though people around you might dismiss your feelings as trivial, I hold them tenderly, understanding that even the smallest desire is significant in shaping who you are becoming. Never doubt that I listen, and that my silence does not indicate absence, but rather an intricate plan unfolding with perfect timing. Keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking, for in your persistent pursuit, you learn the essence of dependence on me, and you experience the sweetness of walking hand in hand with the one who holds eternity. Allow your heart to breathe in this assurance. I am turning things for your good, orchestrating solutions even in situations that appear unsolvable. When you feel surrounded by overwhelming circumstances, call on my name and watch as fear loses its grip, for I am your strong tower, and the righteous can run to me and find safety. Remember how I parted seas for my people in ages past, how I rained manna from heaven, how I softened stubborn hearts, and how I brought life from barren ground. That same power, that same miraculous love, is at work in your life this very moment, ensuring that no predicament is beyond my capacity to redeem. So hold your head high, for you belong to me, and my favor is upon you like a covering of light, shielding you from the assaults of despair and guiding you to a place of renewed hope. I also perceive the heaviness you carry when you think about those you love, uncertain if they know my peace or if they stand far from my grace. Trust in my unrelenting pursuit, for I chase after the lost, longing to bring them into my embrace with the same fervor that compelled me to search for you. Offer your loved ones and friends into my hands. Let your anxieties dissolve in my perfect plan, and persist in prayer, believing that I am able to reach the hardest hearts and penetrate walls of disbelief. You are not responsible for changing them, that is my work, but you are called to shine as a reflection of my heart, to speak words that come from my love, and to demonstrate the compassion I have planted in you. Know that I will use your testimony your story of redemption and grace, to spark transformation in places you cannot imagine. My child, do not allow discouragement to take root when you stumble, for your journey of faith is precious to me, and I am committed to seeing you through until the very end. I am the potter, and you are the clay in my loving hands, yielding to my shaping so that you might become a vessel of honor, worthy of service and brimming with blessings for others. Let your heart remain pliable, open to the nudging of my spirit, for I am gentle and patient, guiding you step by step. Even if you falter, I am there to lift you up, dust you off, and fill you once again with the assurance that you are not defined by your worst moments, but by my glorious design for your life. Keep your eyes on me, and you will find that the road becomes clearer, leading you toward a future bright with promise. In every season, whether in the spring of fresh starts or the winter of trials, I am with you, sowing seeds of grace that will eventually bloom into testimonies of my faithfulness. Rest securely in my arms, allow my presence to calm the storms within, and remember that no failure or shortcoming is too big to separate you from my love. As you journey forward, do so with a heart that remembers my kindness, a soul that clings to my truth, and a spirit that continually seeks my face. Be patient with yourself, for growth takes time, and I never lose sight of your potential. I see beyond your momentary trials to the beauty I am crafting within you, a beauty that echoes my glory, shining in your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Open your heart to fresh revelations of my mercy, because I want to pour out blessings upon blessings, revealing more of who I am to you, so that your faith deepens and your hope flourishes. You do not need to orchestrate every detail of your life's outcomes. Instead, fix your gaze on me, the author and finisher of your faith, and trust that I am weaving a story of redemption and grace that exceeds human expectation. When worries clamor for attention, turn to me in prayerful surrender, confidently laying each burden down, aware that I am fully capable of bearing it. Let your heart cling to the reassurance that I am the vine, and you are the branch. Remain in me, and you will bear fruit that testifies to my power. The world may demand ceaseless striving, but I invite you into rest, a divine rest that transcends physical stillness and penetrates to the core of your being. Surrender your anxious toil, and let me guide your steps along paths of wisdom and discernment, for my desire is that you flourish under my gentle care. When uncertainties loom, let my words anchor your soul, renewing your mind with the eternal perspective that you are my child, chosen for greatness in the realm of my kingdom. Every circumstance, every relationship, every challenge you encounter is an opportunity for me to display my power and for you to deepen in trust. Reflect on this promise often, for it is the truth that will keep you steadfast when life feels precarious. I do not speak idle words, nor do I make empty promises. I am the one who holds creation together, and my word stands firm. Therefore, let the echoes of my voice guide your decisions, shape your dreams, and infuse your spirit with a courage that defies earthly logic. The next time doubt threatens your peace, remember that I am enthroned above all, yet intimately concerned with the details of your daily life. I do not belittle your human emotions. Rather, I offer comfort and hope, setting your feet upon a rock so that you will not be shaken by the storms. And as you stand firm, you will witness my faithful hand turn impossibilities into living testimonies, strengthening your faith for the next mountain you must face. Be on guard, for the enemy seeks to steal your joy through fear and condemnation, but you are not a victim. You are my beloved, covered by the righteousness I freely impart to you. When the voices of negativity grow loud, counter them with my eternal truths. You are chosen, you are cherished, and you are part of my plan to spread love and light in a world that desperately needs it. Do not let failure define you, because in my kingdom, each failure can be redeemed. Each wound can birth compassion, and each sorrow can be turned into a stepping stone toward deeper fellowship with me. Your heart is safe in my care, so do not shy away from intimacy with me, for it is in the quiet closeness that I reveal mysteries of my love, anchoring you in a peace that no earthly storm can uproot. I rejoice every time you lift your voice in praise, even when circumstances around you seem bleak. Such praise becomes a sweet offering that ascends to my throne, drawing us closer in communion. Remember the ancient songs of my people, whose hearts found reason to sing in the face of adversity because they believed in my deliverance and my unfailing nature. That same deliverance I offered them is available to you. Draw near, and I will show you my favor, overshadowing your life with blessings that break chains and spark new beginnings. Where others see closed doors, I create open pathways. Where some see ruin, I foster renewal. Your steps are ordered by my divine hand, leading you to places that will reveal my power in unexpected ways. Let your soul breathe in the assurance that no storm rages without an appointed end, and no wilderness lasts beyond the season I have determined. You will emerge stronger, wiser, and more aware of my sustaining grace if you keep your heart aligned with me. If you are weary, come to me, and I will give you rest for your soul, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Embrace this promise and do not hesitate to lean upon my shoulder, for I am your loving Father, and my compassion extends to every ache and sorrow you experience. Yes, you have a living hope, because I conquered the power of darkness, and my resurrection life flows through every believer who calls on my name. I know the moments when you wrestle with doubts about the future or question your ability to handle what tomorrow may bring. Let me assure you, beloved child, that the best is yet to come, for I am a God of progression and fulfillment. My kingdom is ever advancing, and as you partner with me, you become a carrier of that divine momentum, advancing my purposes in your sphere of influence. So do not belittle your significance. Do not say, I am too small, or I have no voice, for I can use the smallest seed of faith to move the mightiest mountain. Let my spirit stir your soul, awakening you to the revelation that with me, nothing is impossible. Today, let me speak directly to your heart. You have found favor in my sight, not because of your achievements or your perfection, but simply because I have chosen to set my love upon you. Live securely in that truth, allowing it to dispel the lies that try to undermine your identity. And as you embrace my acceptance, show that same grace to others, for the world yearns for the manifestation of my heart through compassionate acts, gentle words, and selfless love. You are not here by accident or mere coincidence. I placed you in this time and this place to shine my light, to be a beacon of hope that points others toward my eternal kingdom. Receive my blessing now, letting it flow through you like a mighty river of mercy. In the seasons of waiting, do not succumb to frustration or impatience, for in the quiet lull, I am often doing my most profound work in the depths of your spirit. The waiting refines your trust, teaching you that my timing is perfect, orchestrated with the precision of one who knows the end from the beginning. Do not fear that I have forgotten you, because each passing moment is an opportunity for you to rest in my promises and mature in perseverance. When the appointed time arrives, your eyes will open to see the wonder I have prepared, and you will look back with gratitude, realizing that I never wasted a single heartbeat or a single tear you cried along the way. Cling to me, dear one, and share the burdens you've been carrying silently in your soul. You do not have to stand strong in your own power. I offer you an eternal supply of strength that comes from my spirit. Take courage when you feel timid, for I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. This is your birthright as my child. Walk boldly in it, and watch as my love casts out every anxiety, replacing it with unshakable faith. Trust that I am orchestrating alignments and divine appointments that will surprise you, filling your story with testimonies of supernatural help at just the right moment. You might wonder if you will ever see the breakthroughs you have prayed for, and I say to you, persevere, continue believing, and remain steadfast. For I am the Lord who does not fail my beloved ones. Even if the situation seems lifeless, or your dreams appear like dry bones in the valley, I speak my life-giving word, and I can cause them to rise up in power. My child, do not give way to despair. Keep your heart open to new possibilities, for I delight in showing you that I am far greater than any earthly limitation. You are on a journey that leads deeper into my heart, and each step of faith you take ripples into eternity. The path of righteousness is not always the easiest one, but it is paved with my presence, which becomes a lamp unto your feet. When confusion attempts to disorient you, open my word and allow it to be a guiding light, revealing truths that set you free from the snares of deception. Seek my counsel in prayerful solitude and trust that I am a God who speaks, a God who leads, a God who does not leave you wandering without direction. And in those moments when you do not understand my ways, lean on my character, for I am good, I am faithful, and I am the shepherd who lays down his life for the sheep. You can rest in my arms, knowing that even if you cannot trace my hand, you can trust my heart. Let me remind you of your precious identity. You are my child, carved out of my desire for relationship, not an afterthought. I dreamed of you before the foundations of the world and knew your name, your story, and your destiny. Take hold of that reality and allow it to dismantle the feelings of insignificance or rejection that may plague your mind. In my kingdom, each person has a role that no one else can fill, and your uniqueness reflects my creative nature. I know you deeply, delighting in every facet of who you are, from your gentle spirit to your earnest laughter. You are an essential thread in the grand tapestry I am weaving, and no moment spent with me is ever in vain. When trials come, let them propel you deeper into my presence, for I have promised to be your refuge. A refuge is a place of safety, a fortress where the enemy cannot penetrate, and I offer you this protection in the midst of life's greatest challenges. Hear me as I say, be still, and know that I am God. In that stillness, your soul will find rest and your mind will find clarity. Doubts may swirl around you like a roaring sea, but my word of peace can calm the waters with a single utterance. Therefore, do not let chaos consume you. Instead, retreat into my arms, for my love is a haven that provides shelter, healing, and renewed perspective. You are more resilient than you realize, because my spirit lives within you, providing fortitude for every hurdle you face. The truth is that you can do all things through my strength, not because you are extraordinary on your own, but because I have chosen to dwell in you and empower your every step. Remember how I led my people through the wilderness with miracles of provision, pillars of cloud and fire, and sustaining manna. That same miraculous provision is available to you, guiding you through modern wildernesses of uncertainty and scarcity. Trust in my supply, and you will not be left wanting. Even in lean seasons, watch how I stretch resources and open unexpected doors, proving that I am truly Jehovah Jireh, your provider. Release the urge to compare your journey with that of others, for I have a distinct plan for you, fashioned according to my perfect wisdom. Each person's path is tailored to reveal my glory in diverse ways, so do not envy another's progress or belittle your own. Instead, celebrate the victories of your brothers and sisters, and trust that I am orchestrating your own victories in due time. My hands are never idle, and my eyes never stray from you. Therefore, fix your gaze upon me, Allow yourself to be captivated by my love, and find contentment in the knowledge that I am enough, more than enough, to satisfy your every longing. Embrace the joy of living with an undivided heart, wholly committed to my will. Hold on to hope, dear one. Hope is a powerful anchor, rooting you in the realm of my promises, which are yes and amen through the one who came to reveal my heart of redemption. Do not let fleeting disappointments extinguish the flame of hope I have placed within you. Even when circumstances contradict what you have prayed for, stand firm, for I am at work in the unseen realms, orchestrating breakthroughs that align perfectly with my eternal plan. Allow patience to have its perfect work, refining you as gold in the fire, so that you emerge shining with the reflection of my love. No season of waiting is ever wasted, but it all converges into a glorious testimony that magnifies my grace. I am calling you, beloved, to rise up in faith and to speak life over your situation, just as I spoke the universe into existence with the power of my word. There is might in the declarations of your mouth when aligned with my promises, for faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Therefore, let not your words be filled with doubt or hopelessness, but declare the truth that I am able, I am mighty, and I am faithful to keep my covenant with you. As you speak in alignment with my heart, the atmosphere around you shifts, paving the way for miracles to manifest. Step out boldly, for I am with you, ensuring that you will never walk alone. Know that you are anchored in my all-consuming love, which knows no bounds, surpassing even the greatest human understanding. This love was demonstrated on the cross, where the weight of sin was laid upon my beloved Son, and through his victory, the path of reconciliation was opened for all who believe. The cross is the ultimate testament of my heart for you, proving that there is nothing I would withhold to show you the depth of my devotion. Draw near the cross daily, and let its message remind you that you have been purchased at a great price, redeemed by the power of sacrifice, and invited into unbroken fellowship with me. This fellowship is the treasure of your life, surpassing all earthly riches. Now, as I continue to speak, let me reassure you that I am shaping you into a vessel of love, sending you into places where my truth can be proclaimed through your compassion and your service. Do not underestimate the power of a kind word, a gentle touch, or a silent prayer. It can break chains, mend hearts, and plant seeds of faith in the hardest soil. I have anointed you with my Spirit so that you might carry my presence into every environment you enter. Shine with the light of my kingdom, and though darkness may resist, it cannot overcome my glory. Stand firm in righteousness, not with pride, but with humility, recognizing that all good things flow from my grace. Remember that my mercy triumphs over judgment. When you see brokenness in the world around you or in your own life, do not despair but cry out to me, for I am the God who heals and restores. I specialize in resurrection stories, breathing life where death has claimed dominion, and shining light where darkness has long reigned. This is the heartbeat of my gospel, to bring beauty from ashes, to replace mourning with dancing, and to clothe you with garments of praise instead of a spirit of despair. Step into this reality with confidence, because I have pronounced my blessing upon you, pledging to strengthen you in every trial and to guide you in wisdom through every season. Let gratitude be your constant refrain. As you awaken each morning, begin the day by thanking me for the breath in your lungs, the beating of your heart, and the grace that sustains you. Develop a lifestyle of thanks, not merely for the blessings you see, but for who I am, your Maker, Redeemer, and Sustainer. Gratitude shifts your perspective from the valleys to the mountaintops, reminding you that my kindness far outweighs the troubles of this world. In gratitude, you discover that my joy becomes your strength, empowering you to press on with unwavering resolve. Let your mouth speak praises, and let your heart remain mindful of all the ways I have carried you thus far, for I will surely continue to uphold you. I am well aware of the tears you have shed behind closed doors, the prayers you have prayed when you thought no one was listening, and the silent battles you have faced with trembling courage. Rejoice now in the certainty that I have never left your side, and I will continue to cover you with my protective hand. You can arise every morning with the assurance that you walk under my watchful eye, shielded from unseen dangers, guided away from pitfalls, and steered toward victories that I have ordained for you. Keep your mind fixed on me, for I am the author of faith, and I perfect that faith through the trials and triumphs of your journey. Nothing is too difficult for me, and that assurance should echo in your soul. Consider every heartbreak you've endured, every joy you've celebrated, every threshold you have crossed. They all converge into the mosaic of your life, and I am the master craftsman, piecing them together for my divine purpose. So when the pain seems too strong, remember that I hold you close, whispering my comfort and reminding you that sorrow lasts only for the night, but rejoicing comes with the dawn. My child, I do not waste your pain. I transform it into channels through which my grace flows. Your trials become testimonies. Your weaknesses become showcases of my strength, and your disappointments become springboards into deeper trust. Let this promise settle in your heart, fueling you with courage for every battle still to come. Invite me into every decision, from the grand endeavors to the seemingly insignificant choices, for I care about each detail of your life. As you learn to walk in step with my spirit, you will find yourself led by peace, a peace that transcends circumstances and extends beyond human logic. When confusion tries to overshadow your mind, simply remember that I am the way, the truth, and the life. Align your heart with mine and watch doors of opportunity open while the wrong paths become clearly obstructed. Do not let the pace of the world rush you. Instead, wait upon my timing, for I orchestrate events in perfect synchronization with the tapestry of destiny I have designed for you. There is beauty in the pace of grace, so rest in it confidently. Stand firm, dear one, in the identity I have bestowed upon you. A royal priesthood, my treasured possession, set apart to reflect my glory. Embrace this calling, allowing no lie of unworthiness to take root in your heart. I have washed you white as snow, removing the stain of your past and clothing you with garments of righteousness, not by your merit, but by the merit of my boundless grace. Allow this grace to shape your interactions, to fuel your compassion, and to remind you that you have been forgiven much. Pass on that forgiveness freely, so that others might taste my goodness and come to know my heart of restoration. You are never too broken to be used mightily by me. Press forward with courage, trusting in the knowledge that your life is hidden in me, safeguarded by my omnipotence, guided by my wisdom, and motivated by my sacrificial love. When you feel unworthy, recall that I chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong, and I called the foolish things to confound the wise. In my kingdom, humility is exalted, and the last become first. So do not shy away from your limitations. Offer them to me, and watch as I transform them into platforms for my glory. Yes, even the darkest nights of your soul can become a stage where my light shines all the brighter, testifying to a hope that is not built on fleeting circumstances, but on the solid rock of my faithfulness. Do not fear the unknown, for I have gone before you to prepare the way, smoothing out rough paths, aligning divine connections, and providing every resource you will need. Keep walking, keep believing, and keep lifting your eyes to the horizon, where my promises greet you with the dawn of each new day. I am your rear guard, protecting you from past regrets that try to haunt you, and I am your banner, leading you toward a victorious tomorrow. Even when you cannot see my hand, know that I am working all things together for good, weaving even the smallest details into a grand narrative of grace. So stand tall, for the champion of heaven is on your side, and I have never lost a battle. Come, my beloved child, let us move into deeper fellowship. Speak to me throughout your day with simple honesty, for I delight in hearing your voice, and I respond to even the faintest cry of your soul. Prayer is not a complex ritual, but a tender conversation between your heart and mine, a place where you can find solace, guidance, and renewed strength. Cast your cares at my feet, and I will carry them, allowing you to walk freely without the weight of fear and concern. Train your spirit to expect my response, whether it be a gentle whisper in the quiet, a stirring in your heart, or a door opening in an unexpected way. I am the living God, and I interact personally with those who seek me. Let your faith be more than mere words. Let it permeate your actions, your choices, and your relationships. I have invested gifts in you, gifts that reflect my nature, so stir them up and use them to bless others. Do not hide your talents in the ground for fear of failure. Present them to me, and I will breathe upon them, multiplying their impact beyond your imagination. When you extend kindness in my name, you become my hands. When you speak truth in love, you become my voice. When you offer hospitality, you become my heart in a lonely world. And as you pour out, I will pour in, replenishing your reservoir with fresh grace so that you might never run dry. Stand on the threshold of tomorrow with joy, for I assure you, I have already stepped into your future, preparing a place of blessing for you. Yes, obstacles will arise, but my power is sufficient, and my grace is enough to help you overcome. Each new challenge becomes an opportunity for you to discover a facet of my character you have not yet explored. Whether I reveal myself as provider, healer, or comforter, know that I am all you need for any circumstance. Embrace these revelations, letting them fortify your faith and guide your praise, for I inhabit the praises of my people, and in that habitation you discover the fullness of my companionship and peace. Release your anxieties about finances, relationships, or uncharted territories. I am the God who sees, and I am attentive to every detail, from the lilies of the field to the hairs on your head. If I so carefully clothe the flowers that are here today and gone tomorrow, how much more will I care for you, the one formed in my image? Let your soul learn from creation, which rests in my provision, unwavering in its confidence that I sustain all things. I invite you to find that same rest, trusting me implicitly and recognizing that worry cannot add a single hour to your life, but only steals the joy of the present. Embrace my peace, for it is your inheritance. In seasons of grief, do not drown in sorrow, but trust in the comfort I provide. For I am near to the brokenhearted, and I save those who are crushed in spirit. When tears blur your vision, let my compassion be the lens through which you see the world, a lens that is tinted with eternal hope and unfailing love. I understand your pain intimately, for I bore humanity's sorrows, and my heart aches with you in your loss. Yet I promise to turn your mourning into dancing, to wipe away every tear, and to breathe fresh life into the areas that feel empty. This is my pledge to you, a pledge sealed by my unchanging nature and the eternal covenant I have made with you. My child, forgive freely, as I have forgiven you, for resentment and bitterness weigh heavily on the soul, stifling the joy I intend for you. Offer up every hurt, every grievance, every betrayal, and let my healing flow into those wounded places, cleansing them with the living water of my spirit. Unforgiveness binds you to the past, but grace liberates you to embrace the present with renewed optimism. Where forgiveness feels impossible, lean on my strength, for my power is made perfect in your weakness, enabling you to release offenses and walk in freedom. This will position your heart to experience the abundant peace I desire to lavish upon you. As you move forward, never forget that I am the God who does new things, making rivers flow in the desert and pathways bloom in the wasteland. Remain expectant for the unfolding of my plans, for they are plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Cling to my word as your foundation, for it is the surest anchor in a shifting world. Allow its truth to renew your mind, reshape your perspective, and guide your steps in righteousness. Let it be a lamp that keeps you from stumbling and a sword that defends against the lies of the adversary. Within its pages, you will continually find my heartbeat, a divine melody that calls you to deeper intimacy and unwavering trust. Do not diminish your testimony by succumbing to fear or self-doubt, for I have equipped you with my power and sealed you with the Holy Spirit, guaranteeing your inheritance among the saints. Walk worthy of the calling you have received, reflecting my light in dark places, and offering the hand of friendship to the lonely, the broken, and the lost. Your compassion, your tears, your laughter, and your devotion all speak volumes about the transformation I have begun in your life. Even if you do not see the fruits of your labor immediately, trust that seeds of faith have been planted, and in their appointed time, they will spring forth into a harvest that brings me glory. Approach the throne of grace boldly, beloved, for I have torn the veil that once separated you from my holy presence, granting you direct access to the King of Kings. Bring your pleas, your confessions, your praises, and your needs without reservation, for I am a loving Father who longs to commune with you. In my presence, you find fullness of joy, the kind of joy that transcends fleeting happiness and anchors you in eternal certainty. Let that joy spill over into every area of your life, transforming how you interact with others, how you carry yourself, and how you perceive the world. My joy does not depend on external circumstances, but rests in the unshakable truth that I am good, and my mercy endures forever. As this message draws to a close, I want to remind you again that my love for you stands firm and unwavering, extending through every season of your life. Rest assured that nothing can separate you from my affection, not adversity, not failure, not even your own doubts. I am with you in every quiet sunrise, in every midnight vigil, in every triumph, and in every tear. Therefore, walk forward in confidence, for you are enveloped by my grace, shielded by my faithfulness, and lifted by my promises. Step into tomorrow holding my hand, for I have gone before you to make a way, and behind you, my goodness and mercy follow all the days of your life. I speak my blessing over you now. Be filled with my peace that surpasses human reasoning. Be strengthened by my grace that abounds in your weakness, and be guided by my wisdom that outlasts every human philosophy. May my presence overshadow your home, your relationships, your endeavors, and every sphere I place you in. You are a bearer of my name, and as you go forth, carry my peace into the broken places, shine my light in the darkest corners, and proclaim my truth in a world hungry for authenticity. Be brave, for I am with you, and my heart is forever for you. This journey continues, and I will remain by your side as the one who never fails and never leaves. Hold on to hope with an unwavering grip, for I promise you that the very best is yet to come, and I shall reveal my goodness in ways that will leave you awestruck by my majesty. I have loved you with an everlasting love, and that will never change, even as centuries pass and circumstances shift. Look up, beloved child, for the dawn breaks anew, and with each step you take, you move closer to the glorious unfolding of all I have prepared. Let your spirit rise in faith, let your heart rest in peace, and let your mind dwell on my promises. Truly I bless you, now and forevermore. Amen. Even as you finish reading these words, my beloved, understand that my voice continues to resonate in every beat of your heart and in every whisper of wind that sweeps across your path. Let this be a sacred reminder that I am nearer to you than your own breath, eagerly awaiting every moment of connection and every glimpse of devotion you offer. Do not fear any trial, for you stand under the shadow of the Almighty, surrounded by a fortress that no earthly force can penetrate. As you lay your cares before me, I gather them all with tenderness and transform them into stepping stones that elevate you to higher ground. This is the miracle of my grace, beauty forged from ashes, strength born from surrender, and hope blooming in fields that once lay barren. Abide in me, cherish our communion, and be confident that your life, in all its complexity and wonder, is securely held within my loving plan. I see the seeds of faith you have planted, and I promise to water them with my Spirit until they flourish into a bountiful harvest of testimonies, singing forth the reality that I am good, I am faithful, and I am eternally present. So journey onward, knowing that my hand steadies you, and my voice guides you at every turn. Place your trust in my loving wisdom, for I have charted a course marked by surprises of blessing and unanticipated grace. Look beyond the limitations of this moment, beyond the struggles that threaten to cloud your vision, and behold the unshakable truth that I, the Creator of the heavens and the earth, have called you by name and bestowed upon you the privilege of walking in my footsteps. No power in the universe can unravel what I have ordained, and no darkness can extinguish the light that burns within you, a flame ignited by my everlasting love. Yes, continue to open your heart wide to me, for I am continually working to expand your capacity for joy, gratitude, and compassion. When the world seems harsh and unyielding, remember that you serve a God who softens the hardest hearts, parts the raging seas, and speaks life where only despair once thrived. Your role, my treasured child, is to keep believing, keep hoping, and keep loving, for these three virtues will anchor you in my kingdom reality, a realm where miracles are the norm and victory is assured. Greet each dawn with the confidence that my mercies are new, and rest each night with the serenity that comes from entrusting every concern into my unfailing hands. Indeed, the future is bright, and in my timing, you will see mountains moved, giants toppled, and valleys lifted, all for the praise of my glorious name. So hold on, stay near, and abide in the shelter of my presence. For I am your God, ever faithful, now and through every tomorrow.